Are you working through grief, or have you experienced grief? Whether it's taking L's, losses, failure, losing a loved one, losing a important relationship, whether it's romantic or with a friend or with family. Grief can take you on an emotional roller coaster if you let it. When it comes down to grief, I definitely know how that can affect you, and that's mentally, emotionally, and physically. My mother was murdered, and when she was first murdered, I couldn't I couldn't sleep and I couldn't eat. And then it went from not sleeping and not eating to overeating and oversleeping. And at times it really does not hit me like that until there's an important situation in my life that I want to share with her, or a lot of times we run to our mothers for wisdom. So, you know, calling her and realizing that she's not alive, or being excited to share something with her and trying to call her and then realizing she's not here. That's what really messes with me. I have my good days, I have my bad days. Sometimes it's a smell of a food that I know she likes or that she would cook. It's a song. Um, it's looking at my sister who looks exactly like her. Um, those are all different things that can trigger me. Then I have a hard time dealing with accepting that she's not here, because of the simple fact, most of the time when someone important to you dies, you get to see them in the casket. But the way that she was murdered, the medical examiner and the funeral director advised that there be no open casket, and they also would not allow us to see her body. So it's very hard at times for me to accept that she's not here. Um, but I love that God truly gives you joy. Happiness is temporary, it comes in waves, and it's dependent on your circumstances and what's going on around you. But when it comes to joy, joy comes from the Lord. Your strength comes from the Lord. And so I believe it's in Ecclesiastes where it says that there's a time for mourning, there's a time for joy, there's a time for dancing. There's a time for everything. And so the older you get, you realize that life is full of trials, tribulations, adversities, but it's so important for us to stay rooted in God so that we're able to overcome all the hiccups that come along. And so if there's anyone that's dealing with grief, all I can tell you is God is not a man that he will lie. And his words are so true in scripture when he says that he is near the brokenhearted. God has given me so much strength to overcome. God has made it so easy for me to forgive others. A lot of people would struggle with forgiving someone who murdered their mother, but for me, I felt like that is holding on to a whole bunch of negative energy towards someone that's not even here. Okay? He committed suicide, and so for me, even regardless if he committed suicide or not, that's between him and God. Um, I do have a hard time processing the fact that my mom is not here, because she died of untimely death. She didn't die from illness. You know what I'm saying? And even maybe if it was an accident, but she died because someone chose to cut her life short. She was healthy. Um, so when it comes down to grief, um, that's a pain that, especially losing someone that I don't wish on my own worst enemy. I never knew what it meant to actually have like a broken heart. This aching in your pain, this aching and pain in your chest and your heart from losing someone. It's not a good feeling at all. But the living word is what has been keeping me strong. God says, the scripture says that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And God has given me the strength to keep moving forward. And I'm grateful for that. So my message is, although, don't allow grief to cripple you. Don't allow grief to stagnate you, because the enemy wants to use those very things to keep you stuck and stagnant. And God has called us to continuously elevate and thrive. Our pain doesn't go unseen. It's for a purpose, and it's to be a testimony and encourage others so that they can be able to overcome.